Joshua Besnay here, KK6VHH, and it's the Sixer series. So this is episode 2 where we're actually going to start fixing some stuff. So this microphone that the radio came with was the connector was broken off the end here. The cabling and the soldering connection in there was broken. So I'm just going to show you what I did to fix that in this video. First thing you have to do is disassemble the plug on the end. There is a set screw in the side here that needs to come out that allows this sleeve to pull out. And then also if you unscrew the top piece here, you can actually get that to the point where that will come off. So it makes accessing the tip here easier. So first thing you're going to do, get that all apart, and using your soldering iron and a solder sucking tool, you're going to clean up all of those original pieces. Once you have that done, you're going to remove the brass keeper on the end of the microphone cable because this is an older wire. It's got a cloth shielding on it, and that is a little bit different than using a normal wire stripper. You want a real sharp razor blade and very carefully cut away some of that sheathing until you get about an inch down the microphone cable, and then replace that brass keeper on the end there, crimping it down with your needle nose pliers. And once that's done, you can start unbraiding the outside sheathing cable and unbraid this as you go down. Get about an inch of that off and then twist that together at the end. And finally, you're going to strip the end of the inner lead using a standard pair of wire strippers. And you're going to want to expose enough of that. Compare the wire with your plug so that when you pull the sheathing through the metal keeper, the spring keeper on the end, and then you solder the outside of the coax cable, the coax sheathing wire to that metal piece, that you will have enough of the end of that wire, the center wire, to go through the center hole on the plug so that you can solder it in. Once you have all that done, you're going to want to tin the leads on your little coax cable there, and then reassemble. Don't forget to put both rings over that wire before you put it together. So you're going to put the big ring that screws on to the radio itself onto your wire, and then you're going to put the spring looking thing over the wire. You're going to slide that up to the coax wire piece, the outside sheathing, and then solder that to the spring keeper for the plug. Once this is all done, this is a little difficult, but you're going to reassemble, you might have to file down the spring part that's soldered, the solder connection from your coax cable if it's too big to fit inside the plug. Once you get it to fit in the plug, slide that in there so that the center piece of wire goes through the hole in the top of the plug, and when that comes out, then you're going to solder that on there, cut it off, file that down smooth, and screw your connector back over the end there. And that's pretty much it. It's a basic soldering job. The interesting part was dealing with this older material and getting that sheathing off there, and obviously the challenge of assembling the plug and getting the center wire to go through that little hole there. All right, so that's about it. Thanks so much for checking this video out. I hope you found it educational and that you're getting maybe an old radio on the air. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video, which will make the power plug for this radio and actually get this radio turned on. All right, this is KK6VHH73, everyone. Over and out. Yeah, see, look at that video there, and then maybe that one there, and then look down here. There's like, oh look, there's the sensor. Click here maybe, definitely, like, you want to subscribe right there.